They say your final words are the ones that matter the most. What if those final words were remembered for centuries? History's greatest thinkers, leaders, and visionaries left behind not just legacies, but final messages that reveal their deepest truths. Let's start with Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher sentenced to death for corrupting the youth and impiety against the state. He was given the option to escape, but he chose to stay and drink the poison hemlock. As he was dying, he calmly whispered, "Credo, we owe a cock to Asclepius. Pay it and do not neglect it." Credo was his student and friend who had come to rescue him. But Socrates reminded him of a debt they shared, a debt to Asclepius, the god of medicine and healing. Some say he meant a debt to philosophy, which he wanted to be paid by continuing to seek wisdom and enlightenment. Others believe he was reminding Credo of a promise they made to sacrifice a rooster to Asclepius after he recovered from an illness. Either way, even in death, his words pointed to gratitude and duty. Next, let's look at Leonardo da Vinci, the quintessential Renaissance man, a painter, sculptor, scientist, and inventor. On his deathbed, he admitted, "I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have." He was reflecting on his unfinished masterpiece, The Last Supper, and his most famous painting, the Mona Lisa. But these two works didn't just captivate viewers during his lifetime, they continued to draw crowds to museums around the world. Did Da Vinci realize the impact his art would have? Or was he simply aware of the fleeting nature of life and the limitations of his own abilities? Sir Isaac Newton, the man who unlocked the laws of motion and gravity, once said, "I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have been only like a boy playing on the seashore, while the great ocean of truth lay undiscovered before me." He was referring to his groundbreaking work in physics and mathematics, which changed the world forever. But even as he looked back on his own discoveries, he knew there was so much more to explore. Then there was Karl Marx, the philosopher and economist whose ideas shaped the modern world. He didn't believe in a god or an afterlife, so his view on death was starkly different from the others. When he was dying, he simply said, "Last words are for fools who haven't said enough." He didn't want to be remembered for his final words, but for the impact his ideas would have on society. Finally, we have Steve Jobs, the co-founder and CEO of Apple. His visionary product designs and marketing skills made him one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time. In his final moments, he uttered 3 simple words: "Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow." These final words continue to stir mystery and debate. Was he in pain? Was he seeing something incredible? Or was this just his way of expressing awe at the journey his life had taken him on? Socrates, Da Vinci, Newton, Marx, and Jobs. 5 men, 5 very different final words. But what connects them is the impact their words have had across time. They leave us with questions, insights, and a bit of mystery. But perhaps the real lesson is that we should live every day as if our words will echo far beyond us, for it's not just what we do say or create, but also how we die that can inspire or teach those who come after.